part of the reason why we usually reject the term primary, because in this culture, primary typically denotes a certain level of, like a certain amount of rights, a certain amount of power, a veto power in particular. Do we have that over each other?
We don't have a veto power, but we trust each other enough so that if one of us comes and says, hey, this person is causing a difficulty in our relationship, we need to talk about it. We've never done this, and I don't think that we ever would need to say, hey, you need to break up with that person because this person is having some sort of toxic effect on us. But I think that both of us really listen to each other well enough to be able to make that decision on our own, if we need to. If I tell him, this chick is doing this and it's affecting this and she's like not nice to me or whatever, either he'll fix it with this person or he himself will do away with it if he feels it is necessary, and the other way around.
Sometimes fixing it is keeping them apart, keeping it basically a don't ask, don't tell, separated. You guys don't exist in each other's realities at all. You know about each other, but you don't exist together. And to directly address what you were asking about how much input we need, what kind of relationship, reality is zero. From day one, that's part of the informing communication style that we do, as opposed to what is typical among polyamorous primaries, which is before a certain threshold is crossed, whether it be a date, a kissing, sex, whatever that threshold is crossed, they want to meet each other. Like, oh, you have intent to pursue this? You need to meet my partner. Let's the three of us go for a drink, for coffee, whatever. Oh, everything's cool? Okay, now we can pursue, which is beyond implicit but direct approval, and allowing your partner to go, yes, no, on this new person. I made the mistake in the past with previous relationships of doing that process, of my partner saying, yeah, let's do that process, and then going on that little three-way date thing, which means I'm on a date with both of them and they're not on a date with each other. It's a V date. They're just, sizing each other up and seeing if it's cool, and then my partner going, I'm not cool with this, and me going, but I am. I really I don't like it that you don't like her. Damn it. And that caused all kinds of internal drama because I felt controlled. I felt like I couldn't make my own decisions. I felt like I was monogamous because she had my dick in her purse. It was up to her how I behaved. Whereas what me and Wicked do, and what I do with other people that I'm involved with, is I do what I do. And you accept that or you don't. And if you don't accept it, we can try to find a workaround, but if it doesn't work for you, that's okay.
The way that I actually do it is I don't need to meet anybody that he's dating until it looks like it's going to be like any kind of serious or long, or what's the word? Long term.
Long term.
Yeah, because it doesn't have to be serious to be long term. So if it looks like it's going to be one or both of those things, then that is when we start talking about meeting each other. So before that, it's just like, okay, I don't know, whoever, whatever.
Typically about 2 to 3 months in, if I have a new partner, they've been around and it's getting more serious and it's 2 or 3 months in, it gets to the point where me and the new partner start to get a little anxiety about the situation and going, this is getting tricky to keep everyone apart. We need to all get together on purpose before it happens on accident. Whether it's meeting up at an event or a party, it gets to the point where you're coordinating schedules so that you don't cross paths. It gets to the point where it's like a don't ask, don't tell situation. Even though people know they haven't met, and now you're trying to coordinate and orchestrate when the first meeting is going to happen, because that meeting is very important. It kind of, that first impression can't be made again. So after about 2-3 months, I'll usually go, it's time that you guys meet. It's time. And that's going to happen eventually, but it's only happened once.
That's not true.
It's happened more than once?
It's happened 3 times.
Wow. That's how much I cared. I was indifferent. I was totally indifferent.